Yeah, well, we do have a couple of new cards that we can take a look at that were revealed over the last week or so since our last episode. We did get a few Arvin's cards revealed, and we'll just hop right in and take a look. This is probably not all of them, right? Because it's just one or two Pokemon right now. So we'll probably see some other things, maybe some other support. But yeah, let's just get right into it. We've got Arvin's Mabostiff EX here, which is a 270 HP Darkness type Pokemon. It's a stage one, three retreat cost, weak two grass. It's got two attacks. The first one, Hustle Tackle for a colorless 30 plus. If this Pokemon doesn't have any damage counters on it, this attack does 120 more damage. And then Honcho Headbutt for three colorless, 210 damage. This Pokemon can't use Honcho Headbutt during your next turn. Then we've got the Arvin Sandwich here, which is an item card. Heal 30 damage from your active Pokemon. If your active Pokemon is an Arvin's Pokemon, heal 100 damage from it instead. And then Arvin's Greedent with the Greedy Order ability. Once during your turn, you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon. You may choose up to two Arvin's Sandwich from your discard pile, reveal them, and put them into your hand.
Arvin's Sandwich Cycle deck. Yeah, I hope you're right that there is going to be more Arvin's cards because Mabostiff is currently the only Arvin's Pokemon to heal with the sandwich, and Mabostiff seems kind of mid.
Yeah.
How much tankier can we make this thing? We got Rigid Band plus 30 HP or 30 damage reduction, and then is that it? Do we have anything else? I don't think we have anything else, right? 300 HP. That's not that big.
No.
But the sandwich combo is kind of cool, to be honest. So I'm hoping, yeah, hoping that another Arvin's card does come out at some point.
Yeah, that's a lot of healing on an item card. Like a lot. 100 for an item, like that's crazy.
Yeah,
But the attacks on this thing, this Pokemon literally reads like a bad promo box card. Like
yeah. All colorless attacks. We don't have a double in the format.
yeah.
Um, yeah, not great for sure.
Um
Starter deck card for sure.
Yeah, and that might be what some of this stuff is from. And I honestly like saying that. I say that as kind of a joke, but I genuinely would not be that surprised if Arvin's Bobostiff was like a promo box card eventually for us. It probably won't be because I guess it's like in their main set and he's like a popular trainer from the games, but it'd be kind of funny. We've got four different ogre pawns, one
Yeah.
for each of the masks. Each of them are pretty similar. Um they all have this, colorless attack that searches your deck for an energy of whichever, corresponding type for the Pokemon, attaching it to another of your Pokemon in play. And then their second attacks, three energy for 100 or 120 damage. This one for 80, and then some other effect. The fire one burns. The grass one can't use its attack in back to back turns. The fighting one says discard the top card of your opponent's deck. And the water one says heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. All these cards seem pretty not good competitively to me.
Yeah, especially because I mean, the only thing I can think about with them, to be honest, is like some kind of tech card for a certain matchup in like the Ogre Box deck that has become like a deck. Next format after rotation, you can like accelerate extra energy into play with like the Ogrepon EX, and then you can use the mask change item card to like get into a one prizer all of a sudden that like maybe is effective for like weakness, like the fighting one specifically could be good, maybe. I mean, yeah, probably not great, but that's all I can think of as far as that goes. That was actually a card that I wasn't like surprised to not see it, but definitely feels like it could kind of work in the the fighting or the ogre box deck to do like back to back water pawn attacks because you can like turn your grass pawn that has energy on it already into a water pawn and then snipe again on your next turn. But it's probably a little bit too clunky to ever set that up. The deck isn't like super focused around uh ogre pawn, the grass one.
Yeah, and I feel like once you use the water one once, for the most part, you've like kind of done its job, right? And you're ready to like move into something else.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if they restabilize, and if they don't stabilize, then you can just use it again. Usually, like attack with the same water pawn that you had set up.
We also have a couple of new Ethan's cards. We got Ethan's Pincer For a grass, 20 damage. And then for 3 colorless, Revenge Strike, 70 plus if any of your Ethan's Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn. This attack does 100 more damage. Then we've also got in Sudowoodo here, Mimicry for the second attack. The first attack, fighting 20 damage during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon can't retreat. And then Mimicry, I don't know. Flip a coin. If heads, choose
Mimicry.
one of your opponent's
Like
active.
Mimicry?
Yeah, something like that. Flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack.
Yeah. So I think the pincer is like very obviously like a anti Charizard card for the Ethan's deck. I don't know. I mean, it does do 20. Oh no, it does 170. Yeah, so it's literally anti Charizard card for the Ethan's deck. I thought it did 220. I was like, oh, that KO's Ogre Bond. But no, it's 70 base, so 70 plus 100. And then the Sudowoodo,
Now hold on.
it's a card.
You might be thinking it's anti Charizard, but what if it's actually anti Arvin's Mabostiff?
Ooh, they're prepping for the broken sandwich deck. Dude, honestly, I could see it. I could see it.
The Ethan's Pincer gatekeeps
But
the
yeah, and then
Arvin
the
sandwich deck.
yeah. Yeah. That's so unlucky if that, like, actually is the interaction that happens. It's like, the sandwich deck is broken, but you can't beat Ethan's, and Ethan's like a good tier 2 meta deck right now, usually around 10% of the meta, and they all got the pincer in there just in case someone shows up with a sandwich, or a Charizard, so that would be unlucky. But yeah, the Sudowoodo is like, I don't know, I could see Sudowoodo being a tech card, honestly, outside of the Ethan's deck, because it is just 2 colors energy for the attack. We have seen worse tech cards, I feel like, be pretty good. It is on a coin flip, but, like, if it's 50-50 to, like, win a matchup for some reason based on what you could copy, like, I don't know, could be good. Like, I
I feel
used, like, speaking of that actually as, like, a interaction, I used Mew to copy Dialga this weekend, so the V-Star, so
that's pretty funny.
so, I mean, anything's possible. Um, yeah, it was, like,
Yeah,
basically my only out.
I think that the Pincer seems like, yeah, if there's a grass weak deck in the format, yes, it's a good card to play in the Ethan's deck.
Yeah,
The Sudowoodo, I feel like it's pretty unlikely that anyone's actually going to play this thing just because it is a coin flip, right? If it was like a true mimic
yeah.
attack, it would be really good for sure, especially for two colorless. It would probably be too good. But
Yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah, putting it on a coin flip just instantly kind of takes it down to basically unplayable tier, to be honest. But yeah, there's a couple new cards. Shout outs to Twan
Well, it's
for
like a
the
good
translations as always.